Hey guys, and welcome back to the part 7 of the Force Unleashed 2 playthrough, and we are continuing through the Salvation. Yep, the Empire is basically giving it a humping.
Remember what we said about Steven, there was only 5 levels? This technically is the second level, but it doesn't feel like it.
Aye.
Just split it into 2 parts.
Yeah. So it's one area, but just kind of split.
God damn, look at that slow down. When you were jumping.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's still going.
Still
Yeah.
going.
Yes, fun times.
It's because it's loading all this shit in.
Aye.
And yes, there's the saber guards.
Yeah.
Did we see these guys before?
Yes, but they didn't.
Yeah.
They had those spike things.
Aye, they were kind of like staff.
Plus, there was 3 variations of them.
Aye.
But
So I
here,
think it's the case that the staff ones were saber resistant, the force ones, well, the
red ones, I think.
Aye, they were kind of ones that could use the force.
And then there's the
Use
black
saber.
one that can use
I
lightning.
know. I think these guys are kind of resistant in general.
Oh, but here's the bullshit part. These walkers.
Yeah.
We're not in the universe of Walking Dead.
You're getting your subject matters
The
wrong.
comic for that ended in July. Like, out of fucking nowhere, apparently.
Low strategy for these guys. The best way is to use your lightning in conjunction because, like the Sith acolytes, they're immune to your force abilities. But apart from when you swipe them with a lightning strike. Yeah, you can use the A1s as weapons.
Just threw that ship into the wall.
This is if you don't know what you're doing, this could be a difficulty spike.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
I
sort
think
of,
I
hey,
do
throw
like-
everything at the player. And
Yeah, basically.
You remember that last level in the first game when you first get into the Death Star?
Aye.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it's kind of going. Right, the player's going to realise the game is abysmally short. Let's pad it out by making so by trying to make it so hard. You do the
So
same.
Rambo the video game then.
Basically.
Dude, if you guys want to know exactly what I'm talking about, watch Angry Joe's review on that.
Plus, I would say these walkers here, you can damage them as effectively in the first game. Because what I used to do is, apart from firing projectiles back, is I would go up and then just jump and do a few quick swipes. But here you can't do that because of that heavy weapon they've got.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, fucking hell.
That's the amount of damage that gun does, and this is on normal difficulty.
Yeah.
Plus, easiest QTE ever.
Oh, your health just came back. What caused that?
Every time you defeat an enemy, you see those little orb things, they refill your
Yeah.
health. But that was the easiest QT ever, just square 3 times.
Yeah.
Round 2.
Yeah.
Ah.
Same shit
Second
again.
verse, same as the
is
first.
it just nothing but gauntlets?
There's a bit of that, but
Again, just like Sean said, they needed to pad out the game so it's not embarrassingly short. But it's still embarrassingly short.
yeah, no, they tried to trick you into not realising it is.
That is embarrassingly short.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the snipers
Snipers
up here
aye,
because they
get
can
the-
fuck off.
Aye. Or you can mind trick them to shoot his own troopers.
I think I might do that at a later part because I
should have
think
force
I
pushed
die
them.
at this point.
You should have force pushed them. There's nothing more satisfying than watching.
I don't know if this is
them
true or
fly
not, but
around.
I think if you pick up a projectile then you add lightning to it, it does double the
It
damage.
does more damage because it turns into a lightning grenade at that point.
Aye. And I think that goes for if you pick up a trooper as well.
Aye.
Well, did you guys catch that out of nowhere? The squad are all traitors.
Yeah, he says random quotes.
Oh, is it
Yeah,
when they're
right.
mind trick?
Yeah,
It's a
Oh,
mind
so
trick.
It'll
you
say-
accidentally used it, apparently.
Like he'll say other quotes like "Your friends are your enemies."
Or
Oh, was that Starkiller saying that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Or
You
the
must
first
have
one.
accidentally pressed mind trick
Yeah.
button.
You can even get to kind of go to something like, I'm your friend. He'll go, you are my friend.
You might want to get out of here, Sean.
Yeah, I'm saying I do think I die at this point.
No, you're fucked.
Yeah, 3 walkers at once.
It's like that. It's like if. Oh god.
Yep.
Dead.
Yep.
You are dead. Dead.
In the corner of the stage.
You are
Yep.
dead. I found out what that was from, by the way. It's an old PC game called Total Distortion. Oh damn. Fucking ragdolled them.
Yep. Yeah, but see, here's the thing: is that the guy that just got the lightsaber through his gut, not dead from that.
What?
What kind of armor is that?
That's not armor. That's regeneration.
Of course, because they're stormtroopers, we can get away with decapitation.
That reminds me of like the zombies in Left 4 Dead 2 that have fucking armor and you have to shoot them in the back. And Coach is like, that zombie's wearing armor. I want armor.
It's like, why do the bad guys get better shit than me?
Yeah, this is the best. Yeah, so you can even mind trick the saber guards.
Can you mind? Oh wait, it's a mission. I was about to say, could you mind trick the walker?
I mind trick the walkers. No, I I don't think they have human brains, but you can grab the missiles and throw them back.
God, imagine Starkiller like mind tricking the Cyber Lin Kuei. That would be a fucking laugh and a half, especially if he did it to Frost. I can't wait to get to MK11. That's gonna be fun. Like, I still have, I haven't gotten to it yet, but I do plan on getting to it at some point. Just not yet.
I think that if you hijack the mind control, the troopers, they start to kill each other first, but
We
they
were just
can't shoot the
standing there.
enemies.
What's going on?
He's waiting for
it to launch a missile.
It's remembering the Kato and Pneumonia, that missile. You can deflect back.
You can either deflect or you can catch it and then manually throw it back.
Oh, you should have left him alive.
No, you should
I have to
grabbed them and
I have to
throw
kill
them around.
all the enemies. Yeah, but throwing them's not as fun in this game because you can't follow them with the camera.
Oh, I wish they kept that
But
feature
the
in.
ragdoll physics are still there. And ragdoll physics are king.
Just like, yeah, if Kota's going to be so mouthy, I'd like to see him do all this.
I was just about to say, why the fuck is he not helping us? Jesus, that hell. It really is like Devil May Cry. It only takes like 1 or 2 hits to fucking... Oh, there's the mind trick.
Aye. He says the Empire's a lie, so he's mind tricking them.
It's like Marcus in Detroit Become Human, where he just instantly converts androids by touching them. They never really say where that ability comes from, though, if I remember correctly. He just sort of has it.
Unless they were designed that way by Cyberlife.
But why would they?
God, man, Detroit Become Human is so
Unless you get that rare ending where it's implied that they engineered the whole robot uprising for...
Is that the one
profits.
where everyone dies in Kamsky?
I don't know, I think it's the one where it's like Connor, is that the name, becomes leader of the rebellion. So you can kill off like Marcus and North and all that.
You can end the game before you even get to the Crossroads chapter. If Connor doesn't find the character.
Just like you want to talk about games that end as soon as they started. Have you ever heard of the game The Matrix Path of Neo?
No.
There's a game,
actually.
Yeah. You actually do get the choice of the red pill, blue pill scene. You actually can choose the blue pill. And it actually just ends the game, just wakes up back home.
Far Cry 4
I have seen that one.
and 5. 5, you can choose to not try and arrest the guy and just Far Cry 4 was great. I don't get the hate for Far Cry 4 and 5. They're pretty good.
I sure is because after the Vaz and 3, the developers tried to capitalize on that type.
Troy
of
Baker
success.
was pig and mean in Far Cry 4. Fucking glorious at it too.
Who in its West actually seemed to might possibly have been the least fucked up of the people in that one.
Troy Baker's gotten to play so many great villains across the years, like Pain
Again,
from
if
Naruto.
that was the first game, that camera would have followed that trooper.
Yeah.
Just when. Oh, you're not leaving here, son, till you get those cages out.
Fetch Quest again.
Oh, this is a
I think
holocron.
you just. I'm just gonna get a holocron here, but
Yeah,
it's,
this.
to
full
get
holocron.
the docking things that the troops that come in, you have to move it with the Force.
Of course, you're a bloody Jedi. What else is new?
And it's like but Kota once again being Captain Obvious. Like how even that ship's highlighted so you could actually move that.
The A-wing.
Yeah.
2 months until Rise of Skywalker. I can't. Fucking wait.
It better end the Skywalker and not do that. Oh, this is the end of the saga, and then
They'll probably end the Skywalker saga, but they will be doing more movies. Remember, Ryan Johnson's got greenlit for a trilogy.
oh fuck that guy.
No cliffhangers.
Yeah,
Please.
And Dan and Dave, the guys behind Game of Thrones, they're also doing.
Behind that also wonderful ending.
Yeah, that's the theory behind that is they've been hired on to do something by Star Wars. At that point, so they just thought, fuck Game of Thrones, we've got some of that Star Wars money.
Aye.
I think the only other show I've heard people chastise and berate more for a terrible ending, Dexter, from what I've heard. I haven't seen it, but I've heard that everywhere.
I thought you were going to say Lost.
Yeah, Lost falls into that category too.
Yeah, because it ended in a church.
I think it was like everyone was already there or something like that. And none of it ever happened, and it was like, what?
Oh,
Like, what was the fucking point of it then?
And as we just saw, these Saber guards are resistant to both. So we've had guys resistant to your Saber
Fuck
attacks,
that guy.
but weak to Force abilities. Guys are resistant to Force abilities, but weak to Saber. Now we've got guys who can deal with both.
Just
Yeah,
cut that guy's leg off.
yeah, you
We've been
can.
decapitating
yeah,
stormtroopers left, right, and centre.
I forget.
Plus, in one of the trailers, actually, it was one of those trailers where it's completely good-looking CGI, where Starkiller is
Square Enix CGI.
where Starkiller is surrounded by the troopers, and then he does use the Force repulse, but you could literally see the troopers
disintegrate.
Meanwhile, Sean just died.
Yeah.
It's like you literally see the troopers turn to ash. And that's what...
You can't actually do that in the game.
When you max your repulse up to max, even if they're just calling the blast, they evaporate into dust.
Alright.
You become quite OP when you max out.
So you got the Infinity Gun, all the stones for the Infinity Gun.
You should have gone for the head. Oh, you stuck there, sir?
I think at this point it's an unwritten rule that people do not spoil Avengers Endgame. The spoiler ban has been.
But let's face it. Yeah, but let's face it. If they haven't seen it by now, they're not going to.
Yeah.
That ban will be on for what, another 10 years? And I think he's stuck.
Yeah. Nope.
Because like Avengers Endgame is the best Marvel movie I've ever seen. Hands down, my favorite Marvel movie of all time.
Yeah.
There's an article I read on the other day that Jennifer Aniston saying there should be fewer Marvel movies.
It's like, how about new?
Yeah. I love her as Rachel and Friends, but I really don't. She really doesn't know what she's talking about there. Considering that Avengers Endgame is the highest grossing movie ever made.
Well, so I think she's talking about the whole superhero things. Like ever since like 2000, every year there's always been a superhero movie.
Yeah. But that's why they're still happening, because people love to go and see them.
Yeah, but I bet she was singing a different tune if she got hired for one.
Aye. Fun fact, actually, she was actually in the first Leprechaun horror movie.
They've done that franchise to death by this point. There's like several. I don't know how many sequels, maybe 4.
Even though, what was it? Actor's name Warwick Davis.
Warwick Davis.
He played the Leprechaun
in the first one.
In all of them.
Oh. I know that the Hellraiser franchise is in a fucking mess right there. Like there was like one Doug Bradley, I think his name is, the guy of Pinhead. He openly refused to actually take part in like one of the more recent ones because it was so shittily made. Like,
I know
the creators denounced it completely, and it was like.
Listen, folks, I know we're going off topic because we're supposed to talk about the Force Unleashed 2, but we've already been in somewhere like this before. There's nothing to talk about.
There's a severe lack of variety in this game.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go again.
Yeah. Speaking of lack of variety.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Yeah. It was just my comment back in the hangar fight, second verse, same as the first. Kind of sums up the game at this point.
Yeah.
It's like,
I would say more of the second half of the game, definitely. At least with Kato and Lemonia, you got, even though it was 2 separate levels, you did get different architecture at some point. But here, it's like you've been through the exactly. It's the same design of the engine room, or the same design.
It looks like a ship. Next time, it looks like a ship.
I'm just waiting for a typo.
You mean he runs a tight ship? Not a tight ship.
No, like I'm just waiting for like a typo in the subtitles or text somewhere. Like Resident Evil Code Veronica. It's locked from the inside, and yes, I do show that off.
Oh, here comes the famous jet troopers.
Yeah.
Hey, jetpacks, your favorite, Andrew.
Yeah.
Andrew's new. With the jetpack, you made a lovely.
We
new best
know
friend.
I suck at jetpacks.
No, I'm not done with the joke. You made a new. Andrew did make a new best friend though with a jetpack. A pet. That's the pet. his good old friend.
The one he belly flopped in Crash 2.
So you're saying I'll be like that? What was it? Gary's mod with the jetpack?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a mod Ross has for the jetpack where whenever you die, it activates and it just causes you to fly all over the place. It's so brainless and funny.
Just wish didn't edit and you spin me right round as he was going.
Oh, look how many guards there are on now.
Yeah.
Never mind the guards, like, look at the health Sean lost as soon as he got into the area.
No wonder he's going into...
Yeah, that's why I'm just like, nope, I'm done.
Yeah, even the guard troops can get caught in the exhaust. See what I mean? You're absolutely OP.
Is there no way to insta-kill the walkers?
No. They just do high damage.
Could you force push them into one of the lasers or something?
No.
Don't think so.
Or would they, like, die beforehand because they take so much damage?
Like you saw briefly that the lightning turned purple. That's basically your lightning at max power.
Because that's one of my favorite things about it. It's not all, one of my favorite things about like, horror action games and stuff is like different ways to take out an enemy. Like Remake, actually, if you have a grenade equipped with pressing, they try and pin you to the ground. If you put the grenade in the hunter's mouth, their head explodes. It's the only way to blow a hunter's head off. Wonderful vengeance for all the heads they take from their characters.
I can imagine.
Another thing I'm going to say here, the Saber Gods, the Screeches, they're exactly the same as the Sith Acolytes, so are they crazy individuals? Or robots?
Oh, so they recycle sound effects?
Well,
my personal theory is probably that they're more kind of a basically varying, they're all clones, just varying degrees of success. Because the Saber Gods, they use their two sabers in the same way that Starkiller does.
that'd be interesting. I never thought of it that way, actually.
How do you guys feel about sequels essentially recycling the gameplay, not changing much but improving
Them not, but what's the point of a sequel? You expect, yeah.
Devil May Cry 5, like, the gameplay is pretty much the same as 4.
But at the
it's
same
just so
time,
much better.
well, the thing about sequels, like, you take what was good, what worked in the previous title, and then you either improve it or you add new elements
like
to it.
Injustice 2, the tutorial, like, even when I played it the first time, I was able
What's
to
that saying?
instantly
If it
put
ain't
combos
broke,
out.
don't fix it?
Yeah.
Like Injustice 2 is like one of my favorite examples. As soon as I started playing the tutorial, I tried like one of Batman's old combos from Injustice 1. Yeah, it still worked.
You found a Saber Crystal.
It's only right in your pathway.
Aye. Yeah,
And
like,
if you
like we
miss
said,
it-
they kind of given up hiding them at this point.
Were your feet clipping through the floor there as it was starting to go
A little
up?
bit, yeah.
Probably.
Oh, what I would do in situations like that is I just jump and toss the sabers and see all the heads chopped off.
Yeah.
Oh, you can do that? Awesome.
With lightsaber throw at max, it just cuts off the head. That's pretty much an insta-kill.
So you pretty much turn into a Jedi, a hunter.
He had no right losing his balance there, considering how slow I was moving
he's
that down.
gone.
Yeah.
You threw him right into the other one and he won.
Yeah.
There's a sniper right behind you.
And jet troopers. You can tell by the green lasers.
I heard he said these dogs.
The jet troopers are amusing to deal with, if nothing else.
He's stuck on the railing. Oh wait, he was still alive. It looked like he got stuck on the railing.
It's just like, the railing is my friend now.
There you go, you just created your own fireworks display.
He's still. Oh wait, he's still alive.
That's when
Not anymore.
Well, just like the other time, as soon as this happens, like, they're probably showing us like, we're jet troopers, we're badass. Zap, mistakes were made.
Yeah, Andrew would know all about that.
Who designed this jetpack?
Meanwhile, Palpatine's watching to the Force.
I wonder what Vader's reaction to that is. Just standing there with no reaction.
Did you see that?
Wait, what happened?
The trooper just dived down on his own and committed himself.
I missed that. Highlight that, please,
Yeah.
because I missed that.
It looked as if he was going to barrel.
What was that? Oh, thankfully they don't.
Yeah, the checkpoints are.
They are good at this point in the game, but
I could just imagine what Vader's reaction to the jet troopers just fucking up is. He's just standing there waiting. Like, he's not even saying anything. He's just that disappointed.
It's just like just giving the mental image. He's standing there while I was just.
You don't even bother throwing them. You just let go.
Alright.
You think the Empire would just probably give up on their wasting resources at this point?
Alright.
Can you imagine if Palpatine just got fed up of all the stormtroopers and decided to do everything, like run the whole station by himself?
Oh, here's our new enemy. Actually, you remember the Carbonite droids?
Depends on your definition of new.
Dude, it's like the same. It's the exact same fucking robot, only it's got a shield now.
And it's fire based.
No, the ice ones had shields. The
Oh,
difference is this one's fire based.
So you can't. So you can't. Remember that strategy where you could freeze them and go for a strike?
You can't do that anymore.
You can't do that because it's burning them this time. It does do damage, but again, it doesn't freeze them.
Wow, that looks really fucking boring.
May I remind you, you can catch the flame ball.
Yeah.
Oh wait, these don't freeze you. It's just
No.
Aye.
So
fire indeed. Oh.
Yep.
But at least you don't have that shit where if you're frozen in the mid and you hit the ground, you immediately die.
Aye.
But the strategy is just
What did you
nothing
just do
special.
there? Was he
That's a
surrounded in
saber
a blue shockwave?
No,
I
that's
was
the.
charging up my saber throw.
He was just charging up his saber throw because it does that thing. If you charge up, it goes like a dart.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever played darts? I've always been really bad at it.
Yeah, once I've not been much good at it myself.
And here's your last saber crystal for the part, I think.
And as we've dealt with our fire droid and collected our reward for it, we'll see you guys next time on The Force Unleashed 2.
did well. Are you freed of his memories?
Yes.
Good. Soon I will show you what you already know to be true.